Okay, say what you just said.
My mom was like, I don't want you to get canceled. So I want y'all to be careful with what you're saying.
My mom said the same thing to me.
I'm like, but Ma, I said, we're not. Now, the video on TikTok right now, that's an opinion.
Yeah.
Clearly, a lot of other people's opinion as well.
Right.
But anything we say politically,
yeah,
those are facts.
Those are facts for sure.
We're not saying anything out of pocket
at all. We're keeping it cute.
Keeping it gangster.
Oh wow! I've not heard that song in
Yeah.
forever. Oh my God, who sang that?
I don't know. Keeping it gangster.
Do you remember that song?
How we do.
Fab.
Oh, that is Fab. Shout out to FABOLOUS. Hey.
Do you remember, Naomi brought this song up to me and I had not heard it in a while, but it might be real niche, but do you remember Holla at a Player When You See Me on the Straight Trick?
No. What? Naomi.
No.
What song is that?
It was a really big song. That's why I say it might be niche, because it was a really big song when we was in high school. You know, I did like,
But who?
Who? Oh my God, hold on, because we looked up the YouTube video and everything.
Oh my God,
Hold
girl,
on.
I don't know who that is.
It had Jazzy Faye in it. By this group called Jim Crow. And you can't find.
Never heard of that.
I don't think you can find the song like on any streaming platforms or anything like that.
First of all, why would the group be called Jim Crow? I have questions.
I don't know, but I think, is this it? You have never heard the song?
No.
This is a down south specialty.
I was saying, so this is the difference between high school down here and high school up there.
Let's get into it for a second, because I don't think a lot of people realize, like, so when I came down here, I came from Maryland, actually.
Right.
Okay, so I did my first semester of freshman of 9th grade at Bowie High School in Maryland, and then I came down here, and it was like call me Aladdin, because it was a whole. Where you going?
I want to leave.
It was a whole new world. But music was, I mean, even if you think about that small jump just from Maryland to North Carolina.
Oh, no, for sure.
It was like,
yeah,
what is happening? So that's why I was like, you probably didn't know that song, because I don't think people realize, like, certain songs you did not have access to.
Listen.
Before like 2015.
I didn't really like get into the whole Southern rap game. Besides like Ludacris and like some of the mainstream hip hop artists that, you know, finagled their way up 95.
Right.
Until I came to college. Like, if I stayed in college, like for New York, I would have never heard of Lil Boosie.
That makes sense.
I would have never get like, you want to talk shit? Never would have heard of it. Ever.
The first time when I went back for summer back to Philly, the first time anybody had ever heard of Lil Boosie up there was Wipe Me Down with the Shoulders.
Right.
Because that was on 106 in Park.
And that's not even his song.
That's not even his song. But
no.
Music was like, it was so crazy. That's why I was like, she probably never heard this song
before.
Girl.
Never heard of a group called Jim Crow.
It was called Jim Crow, yes. And he had Holla at a Player When You See Me on the Straight Track. I'm going to send it to you so you can listen. It's kind of funny. Oh, good times.
Wow.
Good time.
Beautiful gown.
Great gown.
Great gown.
Okay, I think we can go ahead and start the show.
Ciao.
Hey guys.
Hey everyone.
What is happening?
What's going on?
I'm your girl Sierra T.
And I'm your girl Sherelle B.
And this is Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast.
Where we wrap the culture up in color.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know why I just...
What episode is this?
6. 7. I'm really quoting like the Little Rascals, because like when I just said 7, I really wanted to be like how he was when they was playing the man in the bank, and he was like, try 8, and I wanted to be like 8, like that's what I thought of in my head.
Which Little Rascals?
Like the remake of the Little Rascals when they was in the bank trying to get a loan, and he was like, "What's your account number?"
Oh, when it was the 2 boys standing on.
And he said, 7.
I've maybe seen that movie maybe like a handful of times, so I really don't have it memorized. I've seen the movie, Give me credit. Give me credit.
You should have it memorized.
Why?
I could literally.
I know alfalfa and Darla. Buckwheat.
Porky.
Who was the one who wore the hat? Who was
Stymie.
That was the leader of the group.
He was the vice president. Spanky was the president.
Spanky.
Of the He-Man Woman Haters Club.
Yes. Man, what a time to be alive.
Listen, like, and no, it really was.
What
you
a
watch
time.
The movie, them little kids was walking around the neighborhood. Nobody was bothering them.
Nothing. It was just vibes.
They was minding their business. The parent, like, as long as ain't nobody over there doing nothing crazy.
It was literally just
beautiful
vibes.
Just everybody mind their business.
What a
they
time
got where they needed to go.
It was crazy though.
I miss times like that. But anyway,
why would they put that in a? Why would they name that as a club in a?
The He-Man Woman Haters Club. They didn't like little girls. They little boys. Think about it. They had cooties. They ain't like little girls.
See, this is why. All right, I'm not gonna get on my soapbox today.
No, I feel like we're here, so you might as well.
I'm not gonna do it today.
Let's jump on in.
I'm not gonna do it today.
Well,
I'm not. Well, okay. So go ahead. You want to say something?
No, I'm good.
We're gonna try something different today.
Yeah.
We're still gonna, do what you can't wrap your head around.
Correct.
But we got a little bit of attention this past week.
Yeah.
And so collectively, Sherelle and I cannot wrap our head around this
At all.
So if you watched last week's episode, we talked about Trump and what.
We were talking about how he's like actually going to be on the ballot this year. Mm-hmm. Ridiculous.
And how the U.S. Supreme Court voted to make sure that not only just Trump, but any other president who is a criminal will still be able to run for presidency.
Basically.
So this guy, random guy, conservative dude, found our video.
Yeah.
He has 1.2 million followers on Instagram. Very strange. I don't think they're all real.
Yeah, it's given he bought them.
Yes. But he shared our video, and he titled it. He called it "Black Ignorance." Was that?
Oh yeah, I got the screenshot. I screenshotted it.
He called what we said "Black Ignorance," even though what we were stating were all facts in that snippet. Okay. Yes. And so of course, when you have 1 million followers who are sheep and they follow everything that you do, you end up getting people commenting on the video.
Oh yeah.
So I feel like I was bothering you all weekend.
No.
Because I was literally flabbergasted at the comments. There weren't too many people like saying anything. They was keeping it respectful for the most part, except for this fat motherfucker who called us hoes. But I blocked him. I didn't say anything. I know y'all know. But they were keeping it respectful, but also keeping it weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna read some of these comments.
Read that one, because that person is crazy.
Pico.
No, don't say their name.
Sorry, you're right. You're right. Somebody left this long behind comment. Respectfully, you need to. This is how I feel like she was writing when she was. Respectfully, you need to look up the John Durham investigation and report finding on that insurrection. She put it in quotes. You need to sit back and watch all the videos from that day. Who has that type of time, sis? You can clearly see D.C. Capitol Police and FBI agents engaging the crowds, opening locked doors of the crowds. Then why were there broken windows?
Opening? Okay.
Helping people find their way inside the Senate chambers. The ones in jail are innocent. Have never, in all caps, been officially tried in a court of law and are political prisoners. If you continue to post info like this without actually watching the Senate hearings, you are part of the problem. Personally, I don't care how well your page does, but using lies fed to you by a corrupt administration is no longer a viable argument. Everyone, even CNN, has admitted it was a lie. The Steele dossier was a fabrication of corrupt DNC and Senate members. Why do you think Adam Schiff, was censored? He knowingly lied on the Senate floor and on every talk show he got into. I used to be Democratic. # never again.
So this is the kind of foolery we've been up against all weekend.
Girl.
There have been very strange comments. And I was saying to Sherelle, when I read that particular one, I couldn't do nothing but put my hand over my mouth because I'm like, oh, this person is dead ass for real. Like,
so serious.
They really believe this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean that FBI agents was engaging in opening doors? We all saw, what's the name? do everything he can to redirect that crowd so that people wouldn't be
literally
like, what are you talking about?
Oh, here's another one. Imagine thinking you're protecting a democracy by preventing certain people from running for office. Mind you, Trump told people to march to the Capitol peacefully and patriotically. Mind you, the people telling you him questioning the election incited an insurrection spent the first 3 years of his presidency parroting the Russian collusion lie that Hillary made up to try to save her campaign. Mind you, she needs another term, Democrats have been questioning any election they lose for 30 years. I'm sorry, I don't believe who ran against Trump the first time? I'm sorry, Hillary Clinton? Mm-hmm. That's right. I don't think that she was questioning her laws.
No.
She was questioning the sanity of the voters. But she didn't question her laws. She conceded like a lady.
Oh.
And went on about her business. Meanwhile.
It's just so. First of all, I knew this was going to happen when that guy shared it. Because I went to his page. I'm like, first of all, you got 1 million followers allegedly. And now here comes all these weird people going to say these weird things. And it's like, we see this stuff like on the Daily Show with, what's your man's name?
Oh, Jordan Kepler.
Love him so much. Kepler, and it's like, you don't think, you would hope, right? You was like.
I think he needs some sidekicks. I would literally go with him.
Oh my God.
I would literally go with him.
I don't know if I would want to be face to face with somebody so dense. Like, there's no way.
True. Because I can't hold I'll be able to be like.
And we're black.
That part.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right.
So it's like.
You're right. But you know what? There's a lot of black Trumpers at these rallies. Like,
so many coons.
Oh, here's another one. Last one.
Okay.
So if he is elected president again, there's going to be another January 6th. What in the hell kind of logic is that? It's pretty clear folks still haven't seen all the videos and evidence to prove there was no insurrection caused by Trump, especially the new information proving he asked to provide 10,000 troops to protect the Capitol in its proceedings.
No, the fuck he didn't.
That happened after.
Oh my God. Yo.
The troops were called afterwards. Virginia had to send in all these tanks.
Because Maryland wouldn't do it.
Maryland was like, get somebody else to do it. Get somebody else to do it. Evidence hidden by the January 6th committee themselves, but go ahead and keep voting in these corrupt animals. Girl.
That's why I really don't argue with people on the internet, because y'all are not quoting first of all, no one's quoting valuable sources.
No one.
Sis told us to go watch a whole bunch of videos to see what was going on. What you mean? We was tuned in live that day.
Live.
We were tuned in live.
The rest of the world.
Yes, you could we did a podcast that day and aired it. You can see the receipts. Scroll on down. Like, what are you talking about?
Girl.
I really can't understand getting behind, I don't understand the logic. I don't know what kind of hoodoo.
No, seriously.
The Republicans did to these people to make them think so passionately.
It really is.
It's bizarre. Y'all are a cult.
I cannot wait for 10 years from now when there is a Netflix documentary, because I'm tuned in, and I pray that they ask us to be commentators on that documentary.
Child.
Because when it comes out that there's some type of voodoo, some type of evil spirit overtaking these people, because it just does not make sense at all. I've seen my fair share of presidents. I have never seen this group, this type of commitment to one man.
Yes.
I mean, and we'll get into the State of the Union address in a little while, but it's like watching it, it's like, really?
I really, that's why I don't be arguing with people. People be like, you want to talk? No, I don't.
No,
I don't. All my opinions are on the podcast about politics.
And that's real shit.
Because the thing is, they want to try to change your mind. It's like, no, you sound like you're smoking crack. I've seen plenty of crack. I'm from the hood, baby.
Yeah,
I know what crackheads
we've all seen a crackhead
okay,
before.
I know what a crackhead look like, and you look like a crackhead to me.
You look ridiculous.
Yeah, you're not well.
It's giving
Therapy.
a crackhead clown.
You need therapy.
I don't even think there's a therapist in the world that would take you.
Jesus literally needs to come down himself and touch y'all. That's how down bad y'all are. Like,
yeah.
He needs to come down and lay his hands on you right now.
His whole palm on your head.
Palm right now.
Like Kevin Durant palm in a basketball. Like,
I don't understand. I'm not arguing no people on the internet about politics. You niggas are wilding.
Correct. Y'all are weird. We can't wrap our head around it. We won't wrap our head around it. But what we will continue to do is post the truth.
Yes.
Talk about the facts. And make sure that y'all keep going to the polls.
Period.
Because I'm telling you right now, November is not too far. Let's see, I'm getting married in 7 months. So, okay. 8 months. 8 months from now, I don't want to hear y'all say you didn't go to the polls. Y'all better have went last week and voted in the primaries.
Ooh, child.
Georgia, you better still be online on March 12th because there's a primary in Georgia.
Yep.
California, y'all up next. The 14th. Let's get it together because I don't want to hear it.
Crazy.
Matter of fact, while we're here, I didn't put North Carolina. North Carolina. Again, I said it before, I'll say it again. I have no problem with y'all being conservative. You want to be conservative.
That's fine.
You're pro-life, you're pro-gun, you're pro all those things. That's your business. That's fine. You want to be conservative, be conservative. But extremism is a different situation. And the fact that Republicans of North Carolina are putting Mark Robinson.
Oh my God, I'm glad you brought this up.
You're putting a black extremist on the ballot in November to be the next governor-elect of the state of North Carolina. I am disgusted by you all. I am disgusted by those who voted for him. I'm disgusted by those who did not vote at all because you're part of the problem. That man, Sierra said it, what was that, 2 weeks ago? Talking about the black agenda for the GOP and the black man.
What did I say?
And Mark Robinson, Tim Scott, Byron Donald, Wesley Hunt. The fact that I have more names than fingers is pissing me off. But Mark Robinson, if you are gay and that man gets in office, you might as well move. You might as well move.
Damn.
Women, forget it. There's public record of him saying he wants to go back to a time where women are not allowed to vote. He believes Martin Luther King is a communist.
Yep, sure did say that.
He believes that black people should pay white people reparations as a thank you for bringing them to this country as slaves.
He said that.
Once again, we don't need videos to tell us that. That's just facts. That's what this man has said. Oh, not to mention he doesn't believe that the Holocaust ever freaking happened.
I missed that one.
Oh my God, was literally on trial about that. Publicly talks about the Holocaust never happened. It's hogwash. What do you mean? So Jews, black people, gay people, and women.
The ultimate sellout. The ultimate coon.
I'm very much disappointed in North Carolina. Very disappointed in you.
That's some wild.
Very, very disappointed in you. We saw the commercials. There was other candidates. Tim Moore. There was Bill Graham. Even Bill Graham, who was all his ads were talking about China buying up land around here. So
yeah.
He's just anti-China. Okay, fine. Whatever.
We got to do it one country at a time.
You know what I'm saying? Let's deal with America. All right.
You know.
Even he said, "I cannot believe y'all did this," and that's his own party member.
Because it was crazy.
He said, he was like, "All right, that's what y'all want. Don't come to me when he ruined y'all shit." So I just had to get that off my chest. I'm very, very disappointed in y'all, and y'all just know better. Y'all know better. Like, come on, man.
I'm flabbergasted.
Disgusted.
He is disgusting.
He is disgusting. Listen, there was a man I saw the other day that almost looked like him, and I was ready to riot. I was on my walk, and I was like, I know that ain't Mark Robinson. I was ready, cause like you remember we did that about what was that white man Did that white lady?
Shame on you, Rick Scott.
That would have been me. I would have been on the news.
Period.
I would have been on the news. Like,
Period.
you're disgusting.
Gross.
Don't let me run into one of these politicians. I'm telling you right now.
It's disgusting.
I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind.
It's really sickening.
For sure.
Very, very sickening.
Literally, like,
cause like what?
I can't believe this.
What in the actual hell is going on?
Well, we're gonna run through these Bussin ballots real quick. Because this week we're covering Kansas, Kentucky, and Louisiana. All right. First on the docket is Kansas. Another abortion. Okay, so I want y'all to pay attention to some of the hot topics that are going on during this political season, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion, abortion, LGBTQ rights, redistricting. Those are some of the 4 that I can think of right now.
Yeah.
But the main thing, abortion and diversity, equity, and inclusion. Y'all really need to pay attention. So Kansas, they're actually considering an abortion coercion bill. Funding for anti-abortion services. All right.
Oh my God.
So, Representative Rebecca Shomey introduced House Bill 2813 to create the felony crime of coercion for persuading someone to terminate a pregnancy against their will. She claims that a doctor once tried to talk her into seeking an abortion over concerns that she and her baby would die if she tried to give birth.
And so she wants it to be a law that if a doctor were to do that they have to go to jail.
Right. So if a doctor is giving you medical advice to save your life, Texas. Oh,
so basically she doesn't want anybody to give any options, just you and the baby die.
Just you, right.
Literally just vibes. Okay.
She said the doctor in her case spent more than an hour trying to persuade her to have an abortion. And I quote, "I was called selfish at least 10 times, and then I stopped counting. I was told that my parents were going to have to pick out my casket. I was told that my parents were going to have to make all the arrangements. He asked me at one point what kind of flowers I wanted at my funeral."
First of all, if this really happened, that doctor was working.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, no, seriously, if this happened, that doctor is horrible. Don't get it twisted.
Right.
Don't get it twisted. But what? So because of this, she said, not only was he wrong about me dying, he was wrong about my baby dying. That child is now 21 years old, and he's absolutely amazing. Okay. So the Federal House and State Affairs Committee heard the testimony on the bill, as well as House Bill 2809, which is designed to funnel $5.8 million into efforts to pressure women not to terminate a pregnancy.
Hold up. She just now trying to get this bill across?
Correct.
Even though the baby
21.
is now... Okay.
21. 21. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting.
That's what's going on in Kansas. I mean, it's just...
So your doctor can't even give you viable information that could save your life.
Right. Right.
And they would be in jeopardy of going to jail and obviously losing their license or whatever it is.
Yeah. I feel like I don't think that this bill is going to pass. I mean, I don't live in Kansas, never will, don't want to. But I don't think this bill is going to pass for that reason alone. That will put a lot of doctors at jeopardy. You're literally this bill is going to say that doctors cannot give you medical advice to save your life. So then why are you here?
Seriously. If you just rocking it out, stay home.
If
your arm get cut off, stay home.
You know what I'm saying?
Stay home.
What are you here for?
You know what? It feels like a lot of laws are being put into place over personal situations.
Girl.
And that's the problem.
Please talk about it.
If it's like, y'all want this country to look like something because you went through this one particular thing. And I'm like, that's not the issue for everybody, first of all. And it's like...
Girl. Like... It's just like we're going to talk about the State of the Union address, but that's literally what was happening. So because a young lady, unfortunately, a University of Georgia student was murdered by I'm sorry, I don't want to call it, like, he called him an illegal when President Biden.
Oh, immigrant?
Yeah, was killed by an immigrant. Now we need more border control. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, there are a lot of bills that do come out of personal experiences, like the Crown Act.
Right.
Hopefully the John Lewis Voting Act. Things like that. But like stuff like this,
When it's getting into your personal,
this is medical.
When it's getting into what's happening inside the office between you and the doctor,
yeah,
now we
I
really
agree.
have a problem.
I agree.
Because now I can't get the proper care and medicine because you had a bad experience with a doctor who wanted to save you and your baby's life, perhaps.
Right.
That's crazy to me.
That doctor is paying a bunch of student loans back to save your little raggedy ass life.
That's crazy.
And then you gonna come in here and tell me, you can't tell me what to do with my body. Okay, not saying it like that, but like you're gonna come in here and tell me. I'm telling you that if you give birth to this child, you're not gonna make it, and you're being like, oh, you're trying to force me to get an abortion. Look, lady.
No. Oh my God. This is sus though, because why she wait so long to do? Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
That baby is 21 now.
21 years old, and that's great. That's beautiful. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. So our Kansas listeners,
keep your eye on that one. What's the bill? What's the bill number again?
House Bill 2813, HB 2813. All right. So that's Kansas. Moving on down to Kentucky. I want to give a decent shout out to Kentucky because, y'all got Daniel Cameron up out of here, the one who did absolutely nothing for Breonna Taylor.
Oh, that cool?
Yeah, he was running for governor and he lost to a Democratic candidate named Andy Beshear, who is very much pro-DEI to the point that, did you know that there was a march on Frankfurt in 1964?
No.
Which is the capital of Kentucky?
No.
Led by Martin Luther King. I had no idea that this existed. No. However, Governor Beshear led a march the other day on the 60th anniversary of that march and condemned anti-DEI laws. So shout out to Governor Beshear for kind of trying to turn the trajectory of just Kentucky politics around.
I love that.
So shout outs to him, okay? Still some Republican Kentucky senators, okay? You know who we talking about. What's his name? Mitch McConnell. Yeah, but the governor...
He said he was going to retire when?
He's stepping down from his leadership role as a majority Senate leader.
Well, when? Like after the...
In November.
Do it now.
Well, he's still running for... He's going to keep his term through 2027.
He can't even get through... Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I'm with you.
He can't even get through a speech without zoning out.
Correct. That's what they call it, zoning out?
I guess so.
I call it.
What was it on Tom and Jerry where you would hit your head and it would be like the birds and the stars?
Yeah,
that's what he literally looks like.
He just looked like he was glitching to me, like he needed a reboot.
My man can't even get through the day.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Why don't you just step down now?
Right. Like, if you can't move without being plugged up to a wall, like, I don't know what to tell you. Battery's dying.
Ask that one lady, that one California senator who died on her deathbed.
Damn.
Drooling, leaking at the eye.
Wow.
Go ahead, I'm done.
Damn.
Old as hell in office.
She was.
Old as... What was her name? I can't remember her name.
Dianne Feinstein.
Yeah, old as hell.
Well, in Kentucky, they just passed a bipartisan bill to allow a parent to collect child support for pregnancy expenses.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God.
Girl.
Bipartisan?
I said, right, correct. I want to make sure that I read that correct. Bipartisan. And for those who may not know what bipartisan means the Republicans and the Democrats came together and said, you know what? We like this.
Damn.
We're going to work on this together.
Oh, my God.
Okay?
Damn, that shit's cold as hell.
All right?
Woo.
So, and like I said, Kentucky Senate is GOP controlled. Like, okay?
Right.
But the Democrats were like, So, Senate Bill 110 passed by a bipartisan vote of 36-2.
Wow.
Would allow a mother to request child support up to a year after giving birth to retroactively cover pregnancy expenses.
Damn.
So, now, Kentucky, they do not have any abortion law. They have very strict abortion, very strict abortion laws right now. Okay, this is adding to that. All right, so keep on getting these women pregnant. She gonna hit you with child support. Yeah, I got my hospital bill to smooth $15K. I'm gonna need you to run me up some money.
Okay. Oh, you got more to read? Go ahead. Go on, let you finish.
Well, I mean, that's really it, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty cut and dry. Like I don't. So the measure established a strict cutoff time requiring a parent to retroactively seek child support for pregnancy expenses up to a year after giving birth. So basically, don't hit me when the child is 5.
Right.
Talking about you still paying this child support, but
Right.
that first year of a child's life is very expensive. So adding on top of that,
I love it.
oh,
I know. Listen, I feel like, hear me out.
okay.
I feel like if these states are going to make these very outlandish, bizarre laws on abortions or whatever, then they need to find a way to recoup to help these women
I feel
take
that.
care of these children that they want so badly.
I feel that.
So I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I actually do kind of agree on stricter child support laws.
Yeah, no. I feel you. I actually do. Especially like for single mothers. Now, I do want to know.
Because I know my father owed me some shit.
I want to go in deep. I kind of want to like wonder like, is this just for single parents? How does this work? What happens if you're married and y'all get a divorce in 6 months after the child's born? Like, how does this? I want to know if there has to be some type of something.
Yeah.
So one of the bill supporters, his name is Senator Whitney Westerfield. Oh, geez.
Okay.
He said after the vote that the overwhelming support of the bill shows that lawmakers understand that pregnancy includes an obligation for the other parent to help cover the expenses incurred during the 9 months prior to the baby's birth. I mean, okay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I hate this.
But I am also interested now in like, for instance, let's say I put in my bid to make sure old man's, I get that. What if he owes money to other people? Like, how are they going to recoup all of that? Especially if I'm dealing with someone who already owes back child support.
Well, y'all could stop having unprotected sex.
Well, yes.
And just knocking women up for absolutely no reason, especially when there's just no abortion laws. I mean, I don't know.
I feel like there need to be like way more like, okay.
No, I'm with you. I kind of like it, honestly.
I don't 100% hate it.
Yeah. Well, y'all are getting off good because they literally said this is a revision of another law. The original version would have allowed a parent to seek child support at any time after contraception. So as soon as she get that pregnancy test back,
damn.
Yeah, run it. But it was amended to include a time limit. So you kind of lucked out with that. Yeah,
Like I said,
I'm with you.
I really think there needs to be more stricter laws on child support because there are a lot of men who are dodging child support by not having jobs or working under the table. Like that's what to me
I agree
needs the most work.
I agree. I'm
just saying.
Once again, y'all trying to control the uterus when you need to be controlling the people that are putting the babies in the uterus.
I'm just saying.
Putting some type of something on.
I'm just saying because if I don't know. I think women probably would be more inclined to have children or want to have them if they knew that help was actually coming. Mm-hmm. But there's no guarantee that help is coming, especially when you're a single mother. You don't know, and if your baby father is dodging you, not sending you no money, not purposely not getting a job, working under the table so he ain't got to get no cash.
Correct.
Only picking up his son once a month, like all kinds of stuff like that. Like if we're gonna be strict, then that's my opinion.
Correct. I'm with you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Last but certainly not least, we have Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
So sis and I, we found this video of this young lady that was talking about Louisiana. If you don't know, Louisiana has literally one of the largest prisons in the country. And they are behind a lot of forced labor laws, a lot of forced labor work that happens on those prisons. Mm-hmm. And in the video, she was talking about a new law that the Louisiana governor passed that would literally give the prisoners no chance of parole. Had to do a little digging because apparently that's not necessarily true. it's for future inmates. The law is still trash, but it's for future inmates, not those who are currently locked up. So I'm gonna read this. This is actually really fucked up, honestly.
Louisiana is pretty corrupt, so that does not.
Yeah. And now this is not again. This is also not a bill that has been Wait, hold on. Let me just triple check. Okay, so this is a bit. It would eliminate parole opportunity for convicted felons in the future, starting August 1st of this year.
Oh wow.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, after August 1st. The legislation is one piece of the GOP-dominated legislator bills that are being discussed during a special session in an effort to tamp down violent crime in the state. But like, why parole? So they're toughening parole eligibility in an effort to address rates and slow the revolving door of offenders who are released from jail only to return after committing another crime. Okay. So basically, the proposed legislative changes would determine how long certain incarcerated people remain in prison, or when or if they would be allowed a second chance at freedom.
Right.
Among the proposals is a bill that would effectively eliminate parole for those convicted after August 1st with few exceptions, including groups of whom it is constitutionally required, such as those who were sentenced to life terms as juveniles.
Wait, repeat that last part again?
Okay. Proposals is a bill that would effectively eliminate parole for those convicted after August 1st with few exceptions, including groups for which it is constitutionally required. Like basically, if depending on your crime, if you're required to get parole, you're gonna get parole.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically what that means. Such as like those who are sentenced to life terms as juvenile, right? So if you've been in jail since you were 15 years old for selling a weed bag,
right,
you are gonna get parole. But there's,
So this is aimed more towards people who keep coming back to jail.
Correct.
That sounds like an opportunity for a lot of loopholes, and I don't trust it.
I don't trust it, but I'm not 100% mad at it.
Okay.
Only because, I mean, if I was a career criminal and I heard this law, that would I would definitely straighten the fuck up. And unless you just like being in prison. If you just like being in prison, then okay, then that's your business. But for something like this, like, all right, I robbed somebody, I did my 20 years. I'm not going to be dumb enough to get released and then come back in there.
Right.
I'm sorry. Like, but I do think that this is a chance for Louisiana. I know there's a lot of corruption, like you just said. I do think that this is a chance for them to establish more resources to have those criminals who are released on parole, just establish a better way of life, because it's very easy for a criminal to be released on parole and then not have anything to do, so they go back to a life of crime. And
especially if they cannot get a job.
Correct.
Which we know a lot of companies have hiring biases against people who are former criminals or felons or whatever.
Yeah.
So I understand it.
Yeah.
But again, and this is my problem with a lot of these laws about like prison, is like, well, you can do this if you can do A, but if B and C.
Right.
And it's like but they're not offering any solutions or resources for the people that they're releasing, so that they're not repeat offenders.
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
That's where we need to start. Y'all want to keep making these laws strict, and you really don't want to help the people. You're not helping the people. Like, this doesn't help anybody.
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, 1,000%.
That's wild to me.
Yeah, so I just want to it started like we saw a video, so I'm glad that we did a little bit more research and digging on it, because the way that video was created, it made it seem like he was just putting in this stamped like, no parole if you in prison. If you only in here for a year, you ain't getting parole. That's it. But it's for future, and I do understand the premise, but I just think
there were some other facts in that video that she did state about like the prison.
Oh yeah,
being on
Slave plantations.
18,000. I think she said
18,000 acres.
18,000 acres of slave plantations.
Yeah.
Which, if that ain't irony, I don't know what is.
I don't know either.
So, wow.
That's it for Bussin' Ballots. We know that was kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Kind of. But you know what to do. You need to go to ballotpedia.org and you need to make sure that you're registered to vote. All my college students, those who turn 18, make sure you get your behinds to the polls. Please, please, please.
Yeah, we need y'all more than ever.
Like, so serious. So that's that. All right?
I'm kind of expecting it to be a big turnout for Gen Z. I am. Only because so much of what we're experiencing, it affects them like directly, where they're kind of not forced to be like, they're not able to be as oblivious as we were.
Oh, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I do. Yeah.
They're not as they don't have the opportunity to be like, I don't know, I just learned my mom's name yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, they have to really know.
Girl.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they really have to know what's going on. So I personally am thinking it's going to be a pretty big turnout. I think that might be our surprise demographic this year.
Well, I'm going to tell you what, they not going to go to the poll if the Senate does what they talking about they're going to do later on this week, and that's try to ban TikTok. Because we all know that Gen Z lives on TikTok. We live on TikTok.
I got almost 40,000 followers on TikTok.
Yeah, I don't have that much yet.
It's okay.
But collectively, we got over 14,000.
Yeah.
So
on Headwraps and lipsticks.
Nobody has that type of time for you to just be trying to banning TikTok. And for what, Congress?
Because they don't know how the internet works.
They don't know how the internet works, and they have not found a way to capitalize off of yet.
And they want I think that bitch Mark Zuckerberg has something to do with this.
I think
he's involved. I
wouldn't put it behind it.
I think he's involved with that some way or somehow, for sure.
I just really think that America is a bunch of punked ass. We're just a bunch of bullied people. The states come together. One person says something, yeah, me too, yeah, us too, and now all of a sudden it gets to Washington D.C. President Biden did say that he actually is behind this.
Which is crazy because he just invited a whole bunch of TikTok influencers to the White House.
Yeah, I don't know. I personally think that he would lose the support of Kamala Harris, who is on TikTok all the time. She has collaborated with a bunch of TikTok influencers. So I'm just not understanding the reason behind this, other than the fact, miss me with that whole China thing. I don't want to hear that. Because first of all, isn't the founder from Singapore?
Yes.
Okay, correct. That's not in China. Look at a map. That's number one. Number two, there's a bunch of national security issues within these borders that y'all need to be worried about.
We got terrorists here in the country.
Literally.
Who y'all won't even put in prison.
We have terrorists in your sheriff's office, Uvalde.
Damn.
Okay?
That's real. That's real. Yeah.
We have terrorists who are getting ready to be on the ballot, Donald Trump. I don't want to hear that. China ain't bothering us. TikTok ain't bothering us.
So are you okay, so we was talking about, you got the link?
I'll pull it up. Mm-hmm.
So from my understanding, I was told that it's not so much that they're trying to ban it, but they want the company that owns it, which is ByteDance, to sell it to another entity here in America so that it can be owned by an American company, which to me is giving fraudulent. How you gonna say you gotta give your company over to America? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Are you crazy? That's giving very much colonizer energy.
Well,
I hate it. But you saying that it's actually going to be banned.
Yeah. See, I wish you can see what I'm seeing, how, hold on, let me see. Let me go to 3 hours ago. That's what I'm looking for. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is from Business Insider. So the TikTok ban is headed to the vote in the House. All right.
Oh, God.
So the House representative is set to vote on March 13th on a bipartisan.
Oh my God.
Supported bill that could decide the future of TikTok. The bill, the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act, was introduced on March 5th by Representative Mike Gallagher and Representative Raja
K.
Yep. Cool. Raja K. with 52 co-sponsors. The legislation would give any company run by a foreign adversary 180 days to divest or to sell the company.
Yeah.
But they're going to vote on Wednesday. If they don't, then it's blocked.
Well, they got 180 days to sell a company.
And or what?
They have 180 days.
So they can just kiss the Gen Z vote goodbye. Like, you know, I just wish that it wasn't bipartisan, because in my mind, I really thought this was a GOP leaning bill, but you know, I really want to know who them 52 co-sponsors are. It's giving y'all just don't know how to like.
Okay,
you don't know how to post.
I have a rant.
Go ahead, girl. We listening.
This. So you remember when they was questioning the owner of TikTok, and they was asking him all these very bizarre questions.
Yes.
So one of my biggest fears in life is that I may not end up knowing how to use technology. Right? And if you don't know how to use technology, you definitely will end up behind. And what we were seeing when all of those people was asking him some absolutely bizarre questions.
Insane questions.
Was that these are a bunch of boomers who don't know how to use the internet because they have refused to learn technology. And I stress to everybody I know all the time, if you don't keep up with technology, you will be left behind. And I don't think people realize how important that is. Even if you're thinking about, even when we were just talking about AI a couple weeks ago, you must, I cannot stress it, you must pay attention and make sure that you keep up. Even if you are an older person, you're like, I don't know how to do, that's your problem. Your problem, I'm talking to you older people, okay? 50s and 60s, I can't do that Facebook stuff. You need to.
It's not that you can't, it's that you're refusing not to.
Yes, you need
difference.
to. And I'm going to put it right here, right now. Gen Z, millennials, you need to, if your parents don't know how to use it, you need to force them to use it. Because this is how we avoid, I'm about to go. Okay, I'm about to go.
Go in there.
This is how we avoid, situations like where there were bots, Russian bots on Facebook, which helped get Trump in the office in the first place, because people who don't use technology know how to point out fake sources. You must learn how to use technology, or you will be left behind, and you will end up voting yourself out of a good life.
And getting scammed.
You must pay attention.
God. Me and my mom literally were just having a conversation. We were concerned about a couple of family members of ours. They're like, y'all continue getting scammed, because it's like, why? Why are you getting scammed all the time? Because you just touching stuff like, oh, this looks cool.
No.
I tell my mom all the time, because she asked me, she's having a hard time finding something to wear to the bridal shower. Nobody knows why. But she sent me some website, and I was like, I've never heard of this website before.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this website before, so I'm going to advise you not to.
Right.
You know, anybody can make a fake e-commerce site, you know, and then it's like, oh,
scam your money.
Then all of a sudden, we're sold out of it. Yeah. No.
This is what I'm saying. This is, as much as frustrating as it is, you got to look at it like it's a new language and you about to go to a new country. You must learn technology. I cannot stress it enough. Especially when our phones look like this and you have access, there is no reason for you to There is no reason for you to be as gullible as you are.
No, seriously.
When you got an iPhone or an Android, if some of y'all like to do that, whatever. Yeah. That's another conversation.
Weirdos.
But there's no reason. I can't stress it enough.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna pay attention to this.
So now we got a whole bunch of people who don't know how technology work because they refuse to keep up.
Literally, like, and to your point, like, if this was I don't know who Mike Gallagher and Raja K are. I'm gonna look them up to find out what they look like, age wise.
I think Mike is white.
Oh yeah, but I want to know, like, how old are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just like, I know half of y'all have to have kids. I know they use TikTok. So why? Why are you doing this?
Well, also because, and I also think they're also going really hard about this because of so much information that we've gotten over the past couple of months from Gaza.
Oh, yeah, true.
We've gotten a lot of information, and I think I think those in office were like, oh yeah, or the public is gonna be like, we stand with Israel, and then you get on TikTok and they're like, no, y'all are wilding out.
Facts. Yeah.
TikTok opens because it's not a U.S. owned company. the restrictions are kind of like different. So like you can
I think you just touched on something there.
you know,
Sis, for real.
like you can have like the algorithm is different. You get access to all kinds of information
Yeah.
from around the world. I just tweeted the other day. I said, if you want an event to happen, you want people to come to your event.
I peeped that. I saw that tweet. I was like, she is never wrong.
I said, if you want an event, if you got an event and you want people to come, don't post it on Instagram,
Bruh.
because they won't see it in time.
Literally.
It was 4 days. I said, oh, this event came up. I'm like, oh, I want to go to this. March 9th. What day was it?
March 10th.
It was March. It was like March 12th or something. I'm like, okay, so I clearly missed this event.
Whack.
And this is what I'm saying about like social media platforms that are owned, like American owned. Like,
Yeah.
we don't get access. There's no way we would ever, the stuff that we get information to and access to now on TikTok, if it gets owned by America,
Forget it.
That's going to be cut. And I would much rather TikTok just go away than it be owned by Facebook. Go away. I would much rather don't sell. I don't want them to sell it.
I don't want them to either, because it's just like, for what?
I would much rather not be an app available in this country. Swear. For real.
I don't like it.
For real.
I don't like
Anyway,
it.
yeah, that's my rant. I'm done.
Last on the political specter,
my
technically
God.
it's political. So the Boeing whistleblower, right,
Jesus Christ.
was found dead. Not a good time for Boeing.
Oh no! Listen, they've had issues every day so far.
Every fucking day.
I'm like, yo, somebody has it out for them.
Well, so yeah, Boeing whistleblower John Barrett found dead in the United States, right? Okay, so he worked for Boeing for more than 30 years before retiring in 2017. In the days before his death, he had been giving evidence in a whistleblower lawsuit against the company. Boeing is a maker of planes. You know, the planes that you got wheels falling off midair, doors flying off while 60,000 feet in the air. You know, that company, right?
Jesus Christ.
Boeing said it was saddened to hear about Mr. Barnett's passing. 62. They said the 62-year-old had died from a self-inflicted wound on March 7th. I'm sorry, March 9th. Okay, so I'm just going to read a few of the things that happened or why he was really against his beloved company, right? From 2010, he worked as a quality manager at the North Charleston plant, making the 787 Dreamliner, the state-of-the-art airliner used mainly by long-haul routes. In 2019, he said that under pressure workers had been deliberately fitting substandard parts to aircrafts on a production line. He also said he had uncovered serious problems with oxygen systems, which could mean 1 in 4 breathing masks would not work in an emergency. He said soon after starting work in South Carolina, he became concerned that the push to get new aircraft built meant the assembly process was rushed and safety was compromised, something the company has denied. They also have denied working with Alaskan Airlines on to find out what happened with that door, right?
Right.
He later said that workers had failed to follow procedures intended to track components through the factory. He said in some cases, substandard parts had been removed from scrap bins and fitted to planes that were being built to prevent delays on the production line.
Oh my God.
He also claims that tests on emergency oxygen systems due to be fitted onto the 787 showed a failure rate of 25%, meaning that 1 in 4 could fail to deploy in a real-life emergency. He also had alerted managers, but no action had been taking place. So on and so forth. I'm sorry. After retiring, he embarked on a long-running legal action against the company. He accused it of, what is that word? Denigrating his character. What does that mean? Denigrating?
Like messing it up, making it look like he was making it up. Like he was like, he's crazy, that old crazy kook.
Oh, okay. His character and hampering his career because of the issues he pointing out. Charges also rejected by Boeing. At the time of his death, Mr. Barnett had been in Charleston for legal interviews linked to that case.
They snatched him up out of here.
Suicide, huh? Last week, He gave a formal deposition in which he was questioned by Boeing's lawyers before being cross-examined by his own counsel. He had been due to undergo further questioning on Saturday. When he did not appear, inquiries were made at his hotel. He was found dead in his truck in the hotel car park.
No, that was the setup, dog.
Okay. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm getting on a fucking plane.
You can choose. You can
To drive.
That's not what I was gonna say. You can choose which planes you get on. You can search them. So if you go into like New York or whatever, they say, well, a Boeing 7. So the ones that are having the most problems are the Boeing 737 Max, not the Boeing 737. Okay, the 737 Max was like their new response to, I think, Delta or some other plane or whatever, and that's the plane that's been having all the problems. Mm-hmm. So if you book a flight and it says, yeah, this flight will be on a Boeing 737 Max, and you're like, oh, I don't want to be on that one.
I think I'm just gonna get in my Kia Optima and go where I need to go. 4 wheels on the ground.
Y'all not gonna make me stop loving flying. I cannot stand driving. I was hoping we would be in the Jetsons by now, flying that way. Could be just vibing. I hate driving. There's nothing I hate worse than having to pay attention to the road. I do it, but I don't want to.
Rest in peace to Mr. John Barnett.
That's hella sus, though.
I am not a conspiracy theorist.
Come on, disclaimer.
But this one?
Yeah,
come on, dog.
That one is wild, sis. I'm not even...
Last week, he was just here testifying, spilling all the tea, and then he ends up dead in a parking lot? In a parking lot? A public place?
Somebody... I'm right with you. Somebody got him.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
I don't think it was suicide either.
I don't trust it. You can't trust them. No.
That's wild.
No, I'm sorry. When this came across my timeline the other day, I was like, I'm sorry?
That's wild.
So I really do hope that John Barnett's family gets real answers. Mm-hmm. Because just having what did they say? They said he's saddened by his passing.
Mm-mm.
No.
Open your purse and show me how sad you are.
Yeah, little.
Show me how sad you are by opening your purse.
Run me that plane. Tell the truth.
We don't have time for that. But
you sure?
Yes, but this is all because, corporate want to be like, well, we need to, share profits. It's like, we need to make sure that we're doing quality work before anything else.
62 years old.
Quality work. Quality over quantity.
I don't believe that for a damn second. I don't. Nah. Nope. Well, if you see that I'm driving across country, you know why.
And I'm going to meet her over there.
You sure you don't want a road trip?
I hate road trips.
To the bachelorette party. We could just drive. It's not that far.
Don't you got to drive through Alabama and stuff like that?
No, we're going to Tennessee.
Okay, how far is that?
Like 5 hours. It's like 5-6 hours. Not that bad.
Is it 5 or 6 hours, Sherelle?
Okay, 6 hours. That's not that bad.
You was about to lie to me.
You've driven to Philly from here?
No, I haven't. Oh no.
Really?
Oh, when I say I get some, I'm not driving to Philly for nothing.
It's not that far.
It didn't even know where to park up there.
You know what?
Why the fuck would I do that?
Yeah, we can just drive to Nashville. I don't.
Anyways,
I'll tell you 1 minute. I'm gonna be looking at my damn.
You about to return that flight?
I will be looking at what plane that shit is on.
I'm almost certain. Sherelle not joking.
I'm dead ass. I'm not playing with these. I'm not playing with these people. Like I was telling sis we went to Jamaica. I don't like when people stand up on planes. Getting on planes. I'll do it. Just sit down. Like I don't like when a lot of people move. We are too high in the air for you to be walking around all willy nilly. Sit your ass down.
What if I gotta pee?
You should have peed before you got on the plane.
And what if I'm on an 8-hour flight?
Okay, that's different. But go use the bathroom and sit down. Like, I gotta get my stuff. You don't gotta get nothing.
That is kind of annoying. Like,
sit down.
I hate when they lift them. Put it down. You don't need it. If you need it, you would have had it underneath your seat with you.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like
Talking about my
it.
chaps is up there. Well, your lips going to be chapped for this whole flight.
Okay. Get some water. Ask the flight attendant for ice cube.
Sit down.
Do something.
I think I got some Vaseline in my bag.
Okay, I'll give it to you. The fuck out of here. Sit down. Well, we only got 2 more things.
Oh, yeah?
I'm sorry. I locked my iPad. I got mad.
It's okay.
Real bad. You want to talk about this selfish ass dude?
I don't really have the full details on this. I forgot to put the article up there.
It's okay. I'm gonna find it while you giving the tea.
A man in New York pushed his girlfriend in front of a train, and causing her to get both of her feet, lose both her feet. Well, actually, she had to get her. So one leg, she had to get it amputated below the knee, and the other leg had to be amputated above a knee. And apparently, this man has already had issues with or run-ins with the police.
Yeah.
Or he's got like a criminal past. Is that the right word?
Yep.
Ooh. Okay.
We're good.
Yeah. He's got a criminal past, and it's just bizarre.
It is. Okay. Why are we not moving?
Patience.
Okay. Christian Valdez is being... You know what?
It's all right.
He's being charged in attempted murder of his girlfriend after allegedly shoving her in front of an ongoing train at the Fulton Street station on Saturday morning after they had an argument. I can't tell how many times I've seen people argue on train platforms. Like, just stand there and wait for your train.
Yo.
Valdez was out on parole after going to prison for other violent crimes, but he is not one of the repeat subway offenders the governor has been talking about. Okay, this got real weird, ABC. Anyway, prosecutors say that Valdez fled the scene after the attack and then contacted his parole officer and told them what happened. He was arrested Sunday afternoon.
He told them what happened?
He did. He told his parole officer what was going to happen. Yeah. He is described as somebody with mental health issues. Yeah. I don't know. This is interesting.
Yeah.
I just want to see where it talks about the victim. Thank you. Because that was very weird, ABC. I'm sorry. So basically he pushed his girlfriend onto the New York City subway tracks in front of an ongoing train. She lost both of her feet, had to be amputated. Yeah. She was taken to Bellevue Hospital, was critical condition. But you know what? She lost both her feet. She didn't lose her life.
Thank God.
But the mental scars.
That's PTSD.
Forget it.
She might never go on a subway ever again.
I actually don't blame her. But
that's real.
You know what I'm saying? I actually don't blame her.
That's real.
But yeah, so
oh my God. I'm glad she's alive.
Once again, people out on parole. They said he had mental health issues. Like, give these parolees the resources they need. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Give them the resources that they need. Like, I mean, I'm not saying that he had the right to do what he did, but like, maybe things would have been different. Y'all not rehabilitating these people. You're not.
And that's the problem.
You're not.
That's the problem.
But lastly, so sis found this video on TikTok, Team TikTok here.
Gang, gang.
That was just talking about like being 30, flirty, and thriving. And
not according to her.
You know that movie?
Yes. 13 going on 30. Yes.
30, flirty, and thriving. Please.
Yeah. So, okay. I am going to play it. Here we go.
I am 30 years old. I'm unemployed. I am living off the very end of my savings. I switched jobs 3 times in the past 2 years. I got dropped by the last podcast network that I was with. I have no 401k. I have a very small Roth IRA. I have no desire to get married or have kids for the foreseeable future. And the worst part is, with all of this dysfunction, I'm not even famous. I'm not even considered an it girl by New York Magazine. And more often than not, my algorithm makes me feel like I am completely irrelevant. And I guess all that is to say that I am so not where I thought I would be at 30 years old, or where I thought I should be at 30. You know, when my life was a confusing mess at 25, as it is for so many people, I always thought to myself, just make it to 30, make it to adulthood, and you will be fine. You will have it all figured out. And guess what? I'm here. And I wake up most mornings going, bro, what the
First of all, I guess sis had to get some stuff off of her chest.
Girl.
She's going through. But I wanted to talk about that video because I think we've all been there. Some of us are still there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I think at one point, like every woman that was like, I'm gonna be married by the time I'm 25. I don't know. Why do girls think that? I did it.
I am girls.
I am girls. I too am girls.
I am girls.
I am girls. But it's like, she's only 30, right? So like, I think everybody thinks that adults know what they're doing. Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows.
I think we have to, I mean, I'm not going to blame the boomers, but I just think that like our parents had a hard time admitting that they were struggling with just life. Like, you know, here I am like raising a bunch of kids and, you know, stuff like that. I'm still trying to figure my own shit out, but they had to be strong for us. You know what I'm saying? So now here we are, you know, getting there. We're in that generation of like, I'm going to be independent because our parents told us to be independent. But it's like, wait a minute, hold on. I still want to be cuddled. I still want to be, you know, I don't even know really what I want to do. Like, I got this degree. Am I even using it? And then you get to a point, did I even need to do this to be where I am? Girl. I didn't need to learn this in college to figure this shit out. Like, so, yeah.
Yeah, I listen, I think, I hear what you're saying, but I think we can't, first of all, I think, you know, outside of like, you know, weird relationships that people have with their parents, I think we all need to be able to like forgive our parents.
Absolutely.
You know, I've had plenty of conversations with my moms about certain stuff, and she was like, I ain't have it.
Right.
And I was like, oh.
Right.
Duh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I think, you know, and then we're like comparing ourselves to our parents. And I don't think necessarily like a lot of parents are like, what the hell is my child doing? They ain't got nothing. They are also feeling the effects of inflation and whatnot as well.
Girl.
Like, and I think sometimes millennials can be like really hard on themselves because I think we're the first generation to like have this to really be able to like, how do I want to identify? Which way do I want to go?
Right.
Like you just said, I want to be independent, but I also want to be cuddled. Where do you, and how do you get to a nice middle point in that, you know? So it's like I said, like I'm 37. I still don't feel like I know everything. I know for a fact I don't. I definitely didn't think my life would look like this when I turned this age.
Yeah.
You know, I actually never thought I would even go to college. So I'm already doing way better than I thought.
That's good.
I was going to be doing.
That's good.
You know what I'm saying? So
that's good.
I don't know. I just thought sis need to just relax. That's what I think.
Especially at 30. You know, a lot of people is like, I mean, I remember how I felt when I first turned 30. I was just like, God damn.
Yeah.
Like, really? And I mean, literally at 30, at my 30th birthday party, I was unemployed. I did not have a job. And I was just like, what the fuck am I do? Like, you know, I had a support system, but still it was like, that support can only go for so long because they still trying to support them damn selves. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, you have to give yourself a little bit of grace. So like now that I'm like 35 and I look back 5 years ago, I'm like, you know what? It really wasn't as bad as I was making it out to be. You know, I'm not like 100% ecstatic is the way my life is right now, but I'm really not mad at it at all. Like I too thought I was going to be married at 25 and have at least a kid by now, but it's coming.
Yeah.
You know, so, and it's nothing wrong with that, you know, because you get to a certain point where it's like, all right, like, why am I really rushing to have freaking kids? Like, I'm actually enjoy sitting on the couch and drinking a whole bottle of wine to myself and laughing at Martin reruns. And I'm fine with that right now.
Yeah.
You know, because I can't do that when I'm having a little kid.
No, you cannot.
You're like, what are you watching?
Coco Melon.
No, you gonna sit here and watch these Martin reruns with me. My kid gonna watch all the show. You gonna sit here and watch these Fresh Prince reruns with me. You're gonna understand what they went through.
Watching Gracie's Corner. Gracie's Corner be turning up. I'll watch that.
Gracie's Corner. You watched, huh?
Huh?
You watch Gracie's Corner?
Them songs be hitting.
They do be lit.
Okay.
I can't.
So
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I do think she needs to give herself a little bit of grace. Like,
and 30 is still young.
very.
Like, girl, relax.
Calm down. You only voted how many times?
But I also wonder if that is also like, because the girl is white, if you can't see. So I'm also wondering, like, is that pressure from the white culture? Like, was it different for, like, white people if they're 30? Because, you know, white people be getting married young as hell, dog. Like, we like 19, I'm engaged. She'd be like, what?
My friend Simone said that she had a friend in high school that literally, like, after they graduated, her and her high school sweetheart got married. He went to the military, got married. I think they got 2 kids by now.
Oh my God.
Like 18 years old. One of my best friends, like her parents got married at like 19 and they're still together to this day.
Love that.
3 kids later. You know, so it's just, I don't know.
I think that might be a white culture thing though. That pressure she might be feeling.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah, maybe, because I mean, especially if, like,
At
30, let's say she comes from money too. So it's like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You come from money, like, it's like,
what are you doing?
are you either gonna take over the family business or I'm gonna cut you off?
It's always that you're like, I don't want to cut potatoes, Dad.
Hey, you gonna make French fries? God damn it! All right,
We in the Fry family.
you're gonna manage this hotel, and you're gonna like it.
This Dr. Fry's company means so much to your great grandfather.
I don't want to go to medical school. Like, so what do you want to do? I want to be a DJ. All right.
Idaho potatoes, sweet potatoes, russet potatoes,
Mashed potatoes.
mashed potatoes, potato chips,
Potato pancakes.
baked potatoes.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What we're saying is, for our 30-year-olds, and our 35-year-olds, our 40-year-olds, it's okay.
Relax.
It's okay. It's relax. As long as you got some money in your pocket, you might have. Okay, so you might pay your phone bill 2 days late. It's fine.
You ain't the only person on earth doing that.
Okay, I think AT&T will be okay
Listen.
with not getting their payment on time. They'll be all right.
Everybody's feeling it right now.
You got a roof over your head. You got a little money in your pocket. You got some food in the fridge. At least you got some water. You're okay.
You're fine.
You're okay. And you have some type of love in your life. You got friends. You got family. You don't have to have a boo thing. You got friends. You got family. You're good.
You're fine.
You're fine.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Let everybody breathe.
That's good.
Yeah.
So
That was it.
that's it for this week's episode, you guys.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
But it was good.
It was great. It was fantastic.
That was real good.
Now, will it be as fantastic as I would like it to
Oh,
be?
no.
Don't put the iPad up to your face. We 7 episodes deep into
You know
the
what?
season.
I'm about to find out what episode we at. Hold on.
You know, we 7 episodes deep and ain't got no reviews or nothing. And it's like, you know.
6.
Oh, this is episode 6?
This is episode 6.
Okay.
Okay.
It's like, yeah, he used to do nice things for me, but what has he done lately? You know what I'm saying?
What have you done for me lately?
Like Janet Jackson was spitting when she laid that.
Yeah.
No, nothing new, huh? No, huh? Nothing, huh?
No.
0. Wow. Disgusting.
Damn.
Are you not ashamed of yourself?
You should be. Why are we always British?
I don't know.
Well, you be British for real.
I be faking it, and we don't got nothing on the YouTube.
Oh, you know what? Let me see.
We got a couple of new followers though. Where y'all come from?
Oh, okay. Probably TikTok.
Y'all came from TikTok.
TikTok.
Y'all came from TikTok. Y'all came from TikTok.
That's
yeah,
what's
no,
up.
we ain't got no reviews on YouTube either.
But you know what? We do have some new subscribers, so I'll take it.
I'll take it. New subscribers. Hello, my name is Sierra.
And I'm Sherelle.
What we like to do here is that at the end of every episode, we read our 5-star reviews.
Correct.
These old people who've been following us this whole time.
Damn. We love y'all.
I gaslight them, even though a lot of them have left reviews over the years. It's just like a bit now. I kind of have to keep doing it.
Cause like, why can't you leave a review?
Right, exactly. So, but if you are a new person and you enjoy the show, leave 5 stars and review. We'll read it on the air, and we'll shout you out.
That's it.
That's it.
Simple solution.
So, with that being said, now that you know the rules, I'm expecting some reviews next week. Anyway, please be sure to follow us.
Yo, not you giving them an assignment.
I know, right?
They just got here.
You've got homework. Treat this like college.
Damn.
Remember that? You be like, I got here.
Look, you don't even give us a syllabus yet.
They be like, write a paper on the syllabus. I'd be like, I know you fucking.
Write a paper on the syllabus? Are you dead ass?
I've had that happen to me. You had to go through the syllabus and find like certain things and write like it was an assignment. I was like,
I would have dropped that class immediately to the registrar's office. Immediately. Nah.
I forget. But please be sure to follow us on all of our social media. We're on Twitter at Headwrappod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lip. What? I'm gonna start all over.
Go ahead.
We're on. Don't make me laugh. Okay, wait. We're on Twitter at Headwrappod. We're on Instagram at Headwraps and Lipsticks. Check out our Facebook page, Headwraps and Lipsticks, the podcast. Go to our website, www.headwrapsandlipsticks.com, where we have crew necks and t-shirts that are for sale but not on sale. We have a Cashapp. Still need to check that. $ Headwrappod. We're gonna check it.
We are.
We're gonna check
when
it
when we're done.
Yep. And then we're on a whole bunch of streaming platforms. Whew. Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. I think that's everything.
That's enough.
That is enough.
That is enough.
All right, sis.
Okay.
What's your joke?
Also, for the new subscribers, at the end of each episode, I like to torture Sierra with dad jokes. This is the Big Corny Joke podcast. And this one is funny to me. Mm-hmm. What beef only comes in 2, 3, 5, 7, or 11 ounce portions?
What beef?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Prime rib. Get it? Like prime number 2, 3. And I hate math, but that was funny. It was. It was hilarious. I'm gonna tell you a joke at the wedding. I'm gonna make sure.
Why would you do that? Why would you ruin your day like that?
I'm not ruining my day. I'm just gonna be like, hey. I'm gonna be like, Pastor, do this real quick.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Bye.